Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 5, Verse number 18. Guru Nasasya Swajano Nasasya Hita Nasasya Janani Nasasya Daivam Matatsyan Napati Shasasyan Namo Chedya Samupeta Mrityam. Translation. One who cannot deliver his dependents from the path of repeated birth and death should never become a spiritual master, a father, a husband, a mother, or a worshipable demigod. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 12, Verse 12. Rahu Ganaistat Tapasanayati Nache Jaya Nirvapanad Grihadva Na Chandasanaiva Jalagni Suryai Na Chandasanaiva Jalagni Suryai Vina Mahatpadarajo. Translation. O my dear King Rahugana, the Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot be realized unless one has got an opportunity to smear his full body with the dust of the lotus feet of the great devotee. Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot be realized simply by observing celibacy, brahmacharya, or following strictly rules and regulations of the household life, or leaving home as vanprastha, or accepting sannyas, or by performing severe penances like putting himself into water in this season of winter, or by keeping himself surrounding fires in this scorching heat in this summer season. There are many other processes to understand the God, but the God can be realized only one who has attained the mercy of a great devotee. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 18, Verse 11. Yat sangalabdham nijaveya vaibhavam tirtham ha sansprishatam himanasam haratyajunta srutibhirgatam gajam Kovaina sevet mukanda vikramam. Translation. By associating such a person, one for whom Supreme Personality of Godhead Mukunda is all in all. If one hears from such a devotee, very soon he understands the wonderful activity of the Lord. That the powerful activity of the Supreme Personality of God is so potent that by hearing one directly associate with the Lord. If a person hears the activities of the Lord constantly and very eagerly, then the absolute truth, the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the form of transcendental vibration enters into the ears and cleanses the heart. On the other hand, if one takes bath in the Gangas, it cleanses the contamination and infection of the body. This process and the other process like visiting the holy places cleanses the heart only after a long time. Therefore, who is the sane man who can not take the association of a devotee to quickly perfect his life? Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 18, verse number 12. Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavate akinchana sarvair gunaistatra samasate sura harava bhaktasya kuto mahatguna manorathena satidhavatu he. Translation. All the demigods and their exalted qualities like religion, knowledge, and renunciation manifest in the body of such a person who has developed unallied devotion to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. On the other hand, a person who is not a devotee and is engaged in the material activities cannot have a good quality. Even though he may be very nicely practicing this mystic yoga or honestly endeavoring to maintain his family and relatives, his mind must be driven by his own mental speculation and he must be engaged in the external energy of the Lord. Then how can there be any good quality in such a man? Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 1, verse 10. Kvachinnivartate bhadrat kvachan charati tatpuna prayaschittam ato apartham manne kunjar savachavat. Translation. Sometimes when one is very alert, he is able to seize the sinful activity, but sometimes he again commits the sinful activities. Therefore, I consider such a repeated sinning and atoning is useless. It is like a bath, it is like a Elephant bath. Elephant is taking bath in the water, cleansing his whole body, but as soon as comes out from the water, immediately throws all the dust on its head and body. Hare Krishna.